Ryan, we're back. It's 2025, baby. How you feeling? You ready for this? I feel like I'm ready for it.
How's it going, Joseph?
Oh boy, I am both excited but also nervous.
I mean, I personally do feel ready. 25 personally for me has not been off to a good start trivia wise, but this is the year where I'm just saying, fuck it.
In trying to prepare for different matches in the past, I always feel like I'm going to get all the wrong things in my mind and have all the wrong things to say. And then most of the it turns out well.
And I'm just like enjoying myself, and I've been enjoying myself for the last 6 weeks. So, and I don't want that ride to stop. Win or lose, we're gonna kill this. We're gonna flirt some shit up.
In this case, I'm not alone, so I'm hopeful that we can work together and do this because that's what happened last time, and that was really good.
We're definitely gonna flirt some shit up. That being said, I know we're playing against Ant-Man, and I know that we're playing against Joseph. Joseph knows his shit when it comes to regular movies. Ant-Man, obviously the geek, combining the best of both worlds. Smart move.
So
Yeah, last time ran really well. I think as best as it could have gone. But yeah, you're right. I'm also excited, a little bit nervous, but it's because I love both Jay and Ryan, and they both have their own history. With me, with Ryan, especially.
Like you said, man, I'm here to just have a good time. I'm here to have a little bit of fun. Win, lose, or draw. It's gonna be spectacular. Something's gonna catch on fire, and I can't wait to see it.
So yeah, but I've been looking forward to this. I know we've been putting in work. So yeah, let's see how it pays off.
Oh, we've been gone for a while. I think we need to remind people. We need to let them know why we have this team name. So I'm ready to go.
Absolutely.
Hello there.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fandom Fights. Very exciting teams match for you today. We got Flerken shit up going up against No Ticket to Netherrealm. Mouthful, both names, but very excited about this match. We got the return of Jay and Ryan coming back, along with No Ticket being Joseph and Antonio having a really impressive knockout in their first match, coming into this match to go up against two very good players, Ryan and Jay. Like, they've been here for a really long time, and they always find levels of success. So I'm looking forward to this. I think this is anybody's game. Let's find out what happens. We'll start with round number one. Here's how it's going to work. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each question is worth 1 point apiece, unless you check down to multiple choice. This is the second time match in a row I've done that. It's not round two. If you get all 10 questions correct, you're going to be issued a bonus question to you, only to you. You get 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Any questions?
I have a
Does
question.
this camera make me look as fat as I feel right now? No. Joseph. Okay, good.
It's St. Patty's Day. Why are you not wearing green, Tim?
I'm wearing enough green for both of us, Tim. My
I
underwear.
had to throw this on really quickly, so
It's my
camel didn't count.
Let's get into it with question 1. Your first question is coming in the category of James Bond. Question is, from what country is the character Sanchez from in License to Kill? Starting off with a bit of geography. Just got a message from one Tyler Butler. Has nothing to do with Fandom Fights, though. Tyler, can't sense the fandom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pens down. Let's start with Jay.
Rob with the trivia, straight from Bolivia.
Let's go to Joseph.
I said Cuba.
Let's go to Ryan
I also had Cuba.
and Antonio.
I tried to be offensive and I just wrote Mexico.
All are incorrect. You're looking for Colombia. Colombia.
Oh, no, the home of my abuela.
All right, guys, your next question is in the category of the MCU. In Thor the Dark World, Frigga dies while trying to protect who? Whom?
Boom.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to be correct about it, but it's the internet, so.
5, 4, 3,
Oh, shit.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Joseph.
Jane Foster.
Let's go to Ryan.
I don't have the beer, but it's Jane Foster.
Let's go to Antonio
Jane Foster.
and Jay.
It was too late for me to ask for a repeat, and I wasn't going to do it in round 1, Loki.
Okay.
Jane Foster is correct. So, Ticket takes the 1 point lead. Your next question is in the category of mixed bag. Who has played characters in the films Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, The Suicide Squad, and F9? Ugh. Before the match started, we were talking about how everyone's been sick lately. I have a living petri dish in my house. No one has a 2-year-old, and
Oh, I was going to say, is it called a child?
she goes to daycare, and so yeah, we get sick all the time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Ryan.
I wrote Helen Mirren.
Let's go to Antonio.
I just said Jason Statham.
Let's go to Jay
Chris Bridges?
and Joseph.
Now I'm worried I heard the question wrong. I said John Cena.
John Cena is correct.
Ah, good pull.
Good
man.
pull, Joseph.
This
Good
happens
pull,
when he
buddy.
turns heel. I forget everything he's in.
All right, guys, your next question is in the Wizarding World. What Wizarding World film features a floating glove that gives a character directions?
You sure you didn't ask about a GameCube game?
Yes.
All right, I mean, I feel like you fact check your shit.
Fair question, though. 5, 4,
Jesus.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with pens down. Jay, let's go to you, Jay.
Secrets of Dumbledore?
Let's go to Joseph.
Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald.
Let's go to
Grindelwald.
Ryan.
Yeah, I wrote Crimes of Grindelwald.
And let's go to Antonio.
This is a pure guess. Crimes of Grindelwald?
Crimes of Grindelwald
Wow.
is correct.
Fuck. Sorry, Ryan.
Don't worry, Jay. It's all good, man. We're just shaking those cobwebs loose.
So it
Ring
is
rust.
5-2 in favor of Ticket. Your next question is in the category of sci-fi icons. Who kills the Fallen in Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen? I also realized that I was supposed to go to Antonio first on that last one, but I went to Jay instead. So
Well, you were yelling at me to put my pen down, but it was away from my board, so I get where you're coming from.
that's fair. I might be on a delay then, which is definitely possible. My internet is doing the jumpy.
The thing.
5,
Glitchy.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Antonio, let's start with you.
Optimus Prime?
Let's go to Jay.
Magatron.
Let's go to Joseph
I rise, you fall. Optimus Prime.
and Ryan.
I was gonna
Wow.
fucking do that. Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime is correct.
All right, what the feel?
Good
All right,
pull, guys.
7-3.
Good pull.
Your next question is in the category of DreamWorks animation. Which How to Train Your Dragon character says the quote? Now you're thinking about this all wrong. It's not so much what you look like, it's what's inside that he can't stand.
Excellent quote.
Oh, no. Oh.
Good films.
Oh my god.
What's his name? It's right there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joseph.
I love that quote. Gobber.
Let's go to Ryan.
Yeah, I was thinking that character. I just can't get the name down.
Antonio.
I forgot all the characters' names except Hiccup.
And Jay.
I will invoke the Eldritch gods and say Haster. I was like, no, it's Craig. It's Craig Ferguson's character. Damn it.
Yes.
Gobber is his name. That is correct. So Joseph will hit that one. Your
Good
next
pull,
question is
Joe.
your next question is in the category of Galaxy Quests. In Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, Rey leaves Ahch-To to go to Exegol in what specific type of ship?
I said to Ryan that I would bring this up. I want to bring this up. I think the better name for this category is Space Odysseys, because there's no other thing outside of Space Odysseys where you can find a 300-foot tall, 300-foot long, 50-foot tall butthole in the sand.
Wait, Odysseys?
And
I
nothing
would go for
screams
Oddity.
Space
I would go
Odyssey
for that.
more than that.
I was
Or
gonna say
Space Oddity more than
honestly.
Yeah.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Ryan.
Actually, Space Odysseys or Oddities work because a butthole in the sand is an oddity. And
What a-
X-Wing.
Jesus Christ. Let's go to
You said specifics. I went Luke Skywalker's X-wing.
let's go to Jay.
Yeah, you said specific, but you didn't say how specific. So X-Wing.
And Joseph.
Is X-Wing specific enough?
Yes, it is. X-Wing.
Okay.
So
The moment Antonio
He said
pulled
the
that
word,
out,
and I was like, all right.
it is 10-5 in favor of Ticket. Your next question is in the category of horror icons. What is the last name of the character Kristen in A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors, and A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master? Didn't think I'd be talking about buttholes today, but here we are.
Bullshit. You work at a movie theater. You saw the popcorn bucket.
Yeah. But that was like a year ago. I have it actually, right? Where is it? It's over there
I
somewhere.
guess he's gonna get a fist in.
4, 3,
Oh, it's all
1. Pens down. Let's go to Antonio.
I don't know. Kruger?
Let's go to Jay.
Baranski.
Let's go to Joseph.
Parker.
And Ryan.
I got so distracted by the butthole talk, I didn't write anything down.
Parker is correct.
Good stuff.
All right, so we move on to your next question in the category of Pixar. Who voices Finn McMissile in Cars 2? This is not a good movie.
I
Hey,
honestly
hey.
liked this movie more than people did. I gave it a 3.25.
3.25.
3.25. Actually, I gave it a 3.5, I believe, but
That's about 3 higher than I would. No, I'm kidding. I'd rather give it.
I dig the plot. I just like if you swap the characters, I think it would have been better.
Down. Let's go to Jay.
that would be my man who likes the size of tangerines, Mike O'Kane.
Let's go to Joseph.
Happy belated 92nd birthday, Michael Caine.
Let's go to Ryan
Oh, thank God. Michael Caine.
and Antonio.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine is correct. Clean sweep as we get into the final category of this round. It's the category of epic adventures. Which epic adventures film features a device known as a bombie knocker?
No, it really just made me want to say the Tommy Knockers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joseph.
Is that the swirling thing in Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga?
Let's go to Ryan.
Yeah, I was not sure if the whole title was going to be acceptable. So Furiosa Mad Max Saga.
Let's go to Antonio
That makes sense. I said Pirates of the Caribbean, Stranger Tides.
and Jay.
It sounds like some dumb British shit that might be said in Tomb Raider, mate.
Uh, Joseph and Ryan are correct.
Good
It
fool, guys.
Let's
is
go,
Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga. We also just would have accepted Furiosa. So the score is 14-8 coming out of round number 1 in favor of No Ticket. We are going to move on to round number 2. Here's how it's going to work. I am going to bring in the wheel from wheeldeside.com. Each team is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but they must keep what they spin the second time. Each question is worth 2 points apiece unless you want to check down to multiple choice. Then it will be worth only 1 point. Stealing is available in this round. Categories on the wheel today are MCU, Law and Order, Wizarding World, DreamWorks, Epic Adventures, YA, Pixar, and Creature Features. No Ticket to Netherrealm. You are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
So we have a 6-point lead. So
Yeah.
I'd be open to spinning now, but I know that there's some things like we would rather have them try to take off the board first. So I'm also okay with going second.
I'm okay with deferring too, just because, yeah, I'd rather they take something off anything.
All right, then let's defer, please.
Okay. This is going to be the ticket, or the ticket, Jesus. The spin for Flerken.
That's the ticket.
And it lands on the MCU. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Ryan, how are you feeling?
Oh, look, I would immediately say yes, but given the performance that we had, I know they can easily get some steals off of us.
Okay.
And I feel we need something we both can work on to
For sure.
Because, yeah.
All right, so do you want to spin again?
Yes. Part of me wants to say yes, but if you're not comfortable, I will spin again.
I mean, MCU is bread and butter, but with how deep it's gotten recently, I don't have a problem taking it.
Okay.
It's just, and it, honestly, I say let's take it because it wipes out Ant-Man on a lot of this board.
Yeah, let's take it.
All right.
Okay. All right, Flerken, are you ready for your questions in the category of the MCU?
Yes, sir.
Your first question. A character becomes tangled in a parachute and nearly drowns in which MCU film?
Okay.
Is this Captain Marvel? It's the first thing that popped into my head.
I don't think it's Captain Marvel. No.
All right. I mean, we can always go multiple.
Yeah, let's go multiple.
All right. Your options are A, Iron Man 3, B, Avengers Age of Ultron, C, Spider-Man Homecoming, or D, Black Widow.
It's Spider-Man Homecoming.
Though, yeah, it is right? Homecoming. Yeah.
Yeah. Spider-Man Homecoming, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Sorry, that's on me.
No, it's completely okay. I was thinking later MCU, not in the middle.
All right, your next question. Who plays Betty's new boyfriend, Leonard, in The Incredible Hulk?
It's Ty Burrell.
I was going to say, is it Ty Burrell?
Yeah, Phil from Modern Family, yeah.
Yeah, go with it.
Ty Burrell, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
I mean, I know him from other than Modern Family. It's just the first thing that popped in my head.
All right, your next question. What is the name of the mountain where the Darkhold was originally transcribed in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness?
I believe it's Mount Wundagore. Mount Wundagore.
I believe you're right. Wundagore.
Wunda or Wundagore?
Honestly, let's go with our original guess of Wundagore, and then we can
3.
So go with it.
Mount Wundagore, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Okay. Good shit.
Phase 4, they really wanted to be homage to comics, and people just didn't fucking get it.
Absolutely.
Right, your next question. What is the first name of Hank's daughter in Ant-Man?
It's Hope. Yeah, Hank's daughter, Hope. Yeah. Okay, Hope, final answer.
It is that easy. Yes, that's correct for 2 points. And the lead. All right, gentlemen, your final question in the category of the MCU. In Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, what group of people from a previous MCU film does Adam Warlock belong to?
The Sovereign.
Yeah.
Because that's Aisha. Yeah.
Yeah,
The Sovereign.
Aisha create. Yeah.
The Sovereign, final answer.
And that is correct for 2 more points. And the clean sweep.
Yeah.
All
go,
right,
baby.
so
Yeah.
Flerken gets their total up to 17. So we're going to bring back the wheel.
Go, babe.
This is going to be the spin for no ticket.
Stop.
Ooh, and it lands on a
I just said
opponent's
stop and it did.
voice. All right, so Flerken, what do you want to give to no ticket?
Okay, earlier we were talking of our first choice though, and I mean, should we stick with that unless there's something else on there you think we can give them?
I mean, honestly, Pixar seems to be like a one that stands out to me personally.
Okay.
But what are you feeling?
I mean, I feel like I want to give them creature features.
Okay.
I mean, creature features and Law and Order. I'm between those two. It's really difficult.
I really feel like creature features or Pixar. I feel like those are our two.
Okay, we do need to lock in something so we don't take too
Yes.
long.
For sure.
I wish I had a coin to flip. You know what? Why don't we go with Pixar? Let's go with Pixar.
Okay. We'll go Pixar.
Yeah.
Okay, no ticket. Are you ready for your questions in the category of Pixar?
Hopefully.
All right, your first question. Which Pixar film features a fight on top of a moving elevator where one character reveals themselves to be the other's father?
It's Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
Toy Story 2, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your next question. Who takes over the role of Fear from Bill Hader in Inside Out 2?
As in the voice actor. Just to be clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's Tony Hale.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Tony Hale, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
For that.
I called that question, by the way. I called that question.
You did.
I'm waiting to answer Anui's voice actress. One day. I want her.
Adele X Archopolis?
Your next question in Pixar. What is the name of all the counselors in the U seminar in Seoul?
This one I don't remember off the top of my head.
Me either. I would need multiple choice for this one.
Yeah.
Maybe it will also trick.
Wait.
4.
Can I use a repeat?
Yeah, go ahead.
Repeat the question, please.
Okay, that is your first repeat. What is the name of all the counselors in the U seminar in Seoul?
Oh, wait a minute. I think it's Terry. I'm sorry. I thought they were looking for a collective of the group, but no, they're all different names of Terry.
Oh, right. Yeah, go for it if you want to.
Terry, final answer.
That is incorrect. Flerken, chance for a 2-point steal.
Okay. Yeah, this one's difficult. Anything popping into your head? Because I know who voices some of the counselors, but
Terry is so we've got Richard Iowade, Rachel House. So
Alice
Terry, Jonathan,
5,
and Marcus?
3, 2,
I mean, might as well. Yeah.
1.
Terry, Jonathan, Marcus, final answer.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for Jerry.
Jerry.
Damn it. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
There are some Terrys, but Jerry is the.
Yeah. That's what threw me off. I'm like, Joseph was on it.
You were very close.
Jerry.
All right, guys, your next question. In Monsters University, what do Mike and Sully initially major in when they start school?
I want to say it has something to do with scaring, but I
I think to be
Don't
safe,
remember for sure.
we should do multiple choice just to be.
yeah.
Sure.
We're gonna go with multiple choice, please.
Yeah.
All right, your options are A, art, B, scaring, C, philosophy, or D, door design.
Let's go with scaring.
Scaring. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
We had to be sure.
Yeah.
All right, and your final question. In Ratatouille, Linguini is initially hired by Skinner to have what job in the kitchen?
He's a garbage boy.
Yeah. Let's say garbage boy.
Garbage boy. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. So at the end of round 2, No Ticket gets their total up to 21. But Flerken made up some ground. They are at 17. So it is a 4-point game going into round 3.
It's gonna be a fun one.
Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to say the category. Teams are then going to decide whether they want to bet 0, 1, or 2 on the question. If they get the question right, they will gain the points they bet. If they get the question wrong, they will lose the points that they bet. Whoever takes the first question, the other player must take the second. You can reset on questions 3 and 4 and work together on question 5. Any questions from the players? All right. First category you can bet points on is the Wizarding World. Let's get bets starting with Flerken. Who's going to take it and how much are you betting?
I will take it and I will bet too.
Okay. And Ticket, who's taking it and how much?
I will take it for 1 point.
Okay. Your question in the category of the Wizarding World. Who gets brought into the hospital wing, revealed to have been petrified, while Harry is there recovering from his arm injury in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets? Good movie.
Good movie.
Pretty good movie.
All 8 of them.
Shit author.
Mhm.
Terrible personal politics, but good movie.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jay
Colin Creevy.
and Joseph.
I remember reading the book in like 4 days. Colin Creevy.
Colin Creevy is correct. So Joseph gets their tickets total up to 22, while Jay gets Flerken's total up to 19. So we are going to move on to the next question, which Antonio and Ryan have to take. The category
Right, you
is
got this.
Galaxy Quests. Let's get bets, starting with Antonio
Deuce.
and Ryan.
Dos. Wait. There we go.
There it is. Yep, I see it.
It's there.
It's
Okay.
a light greens. It's light greens.
You're good. You're good. All right, your question in Galaxy Quests. What is Finn wearing that makes BB-8 think he is a thief in The Force Awakens? Good movie.
It's all right. I like the
That
next
whole
one more.
trilogy- The whole trilogy is a mess.
I like them both.
It's an
You know which
enjoyable
one I
mess.
don't like? The one you asked the question about in the first round.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Antonio, we're going to start with you.
Poe's jacket.
And Ryan.
I'm gonna put my personal opinions of this movie away. Poe's jacket.
That is correct. Do you hate this
Hey,
movie?
I see it.
No, this movie is where the whole trilogy just went downhill creative wise.
Well, it's the
In
first
hindsight. In hindsight.
all right. It is 24 to 21. You can now reset who takes the next category. That category is James Bond. Let's get bets, starting with Flerken. Who's going to take it, and how much are you betting?
I will take the point. I will take the question, and I'm gonna swing away for it. I'm gonna go with 2.
Okay. And Ticket, who's taking it, and how much?
I will take it for 1 point.
Okay. Your question in the category of James Bond is: which James Bond film features the villainous company Osato Chemicals? Lots of different things can happen on this question.
Can I say something, Tim, without being a dick?
What's up?
I was just gonna say, Ryan, we have repeats. Don't
Oh yeah, that's
be
fine.
afraid to use them.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat.
All right, that is your first repeat. Which James Bond film features the villainous company Osato Chemicals?
You're a dick, Jay. No,
Fuck you, call center Antonio.
Shit.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Let's start with Ryan.
Well, man, I may have fucked us over, but I'm gonna stick with this. No Time to Die.
And Joseph.
I was between that and You Only Live Twice.
And your winners.
Damn it.
No Ticket to Netherrealm. The answer was You Only Live Twice. So with that, they close it out mathematically. A final score of 25-19. Really, really close game there. That was really great. What this match proved here today is Ryan and Jay haven't lost it. They're still phenomenal players. They had a bit of a slow start in round 1, but they absolutely crushed that MCU round, and they were doing great in that round 3. It was just James Bond is such a tough category. So, but really big congrats to No Ticket. This is their second win as a rookie team, but they got 2 fantastic players on there. So, I'm excited to see where they go next. This is really exciting. So, let's go talk to the teams in the post-match interviews. Jay, Ryan, obviously not the outcome you wanted from a match, but I mean when I say I think you guys are phenomenal players, and I thought this was a really good performance. 19 points is really, really good. How are we feeling about the match?
I had You Only Live Twice written down, and then I questioned myself and asked for the repeat and wrote No Time to Die. I should have just stuck with that answer. I did not listen to my gut. I let the pressure get to me, unfortunately, because I knew if I missed it, we would have lost. Look, I wanted so far in fandom, my betting round experience has been terrible, and I was hoping to have a turn of. I was hoping to change it, have a turn. But man, it was just that moment where I'm like, could it be No Time to Die? Because when I went with Osaka, I went very stereotypical and thought, oh, it's the one where Bond's in Japan. Where I'm like, no, it could have been No Time to Die because they do use nanomite, they do use nanotechnology to kill their opponents. So I was trying not to be racist, and so I wanted to be logical.
That's
No
fair.
Tato lore. That being said, I think after a very long, and I'm not saying this to be like mean spirited by any means, but I think after a very long time of me and Ryan not being able to compete as a team in fandom, the fact that we scored almost 20 points, we were on par with each other. Ryan carried round 1 100%, but we definitely helped each other out in round 2. Round 3 being that one thing shows that, yeah, you can have all of the knowledge that you want, and sometimes that aura just follows you. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since we have competed, and this will not be the last time that we compete here, and we can only get better from this point forward. Like, Antonio and Joseph did great. I said that I came into this match only wanting to have a good time, and I had a good time. I congratulated my opponents on, and Ryan did as well, on getting answers that we did not get.
Yeah.
They had a commanding lead coming out of round 1. The fact we in round 2, and it was down to that question before the last one, really just goes to show that, like, even if we aren't necessarily seen as individuals right now who can challenge for a title, challenge for a belt, does not mean that we are not able to challenge for a title or challenge for a belt. We literally just learned some of our own weaknesses, and we're going to cover those.
Yeah.
Moving forward, that's exactly what's going to happen. We're here. Congratulations to Antonio. Congratulations to Joseph. If we ran it back, we spun it another way, we landed on some other shit
I
in
will
round two.
say, I will say, Antonio and Joseph, because I'll say on paper they look like they might be of opposite strengths, which is why it was difficult to decide what to give them for opponent's choice. Was not sure if one strength would complement Antonio where he'd run the board, or one where it complemented Joseph. That's why it really was literally like a split-second decision on what to give them. They managed to still maintain that lead on Pixar, but they did miss some questions, so it wasn't too wrong. We weren't too wrong on giving them Pixar, but it's like every category. It's so wide out that you don't know exactly what films they have seen in a certain genre.
Sure.
So, but even then, they did a great job. They kept that lead. They kept that pressure. So, and they did a great job. And the fact this is their second match, yeah, I do see these. I want us to go play these guys again down the road for a
Can't wait to
rematch.
see them again.
Yeah. It just shows how good they are. I want to play them again so we can see how well fortunes have changed.
Yeah, no, I would love to see that, guys. I think that was all really well said. I look forward to seeing what you guys do next in your next match. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you guys for being great sports and being great players. We'll see you guys in your next match. Antonio and Joseph. The first match was a knockout. This wasn't quite that. Jay and Ryan gave you something to work at this time, but still a really good win over two really good players. How are you guys feeling after the second win? This is exciting.
Why couldn't that last James Bond question have been the first? So that I could have at least Yeah, that was so close. But I thought that once they spun MCU, we were like, I was gonna be like, we should have went first, and then we got opponent's choice. So we were like, oh, why not? But we worked together to get through that. Minus that Terry one, I was so close. Terry with a Jerry. But anyway, I felt good. Ryan and Jay are very cool guys. They're cool to compete with. And like Jay said, this was a fun match, and I'm glad that we had this fun match. What about you, Antonio?
I truly agree. I honestly feel like you were the MVP of this match. You saved my ass a lot this whole match. So, especially with Pixar, and yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, we should have spun first, got MCU. And even just with like the final questions, you getting, the James Bond question, I'm like, yeah, that's something that I can see you getting better in, just even more. Yeah, but Jay and Ryan, they're tough. They're having fun, but they do know their stuff. So I'm just glad that we were able to come out with a good lead in round one. Even round one, I feel like I was off, but we did have a lead. And then yeah, even when the wheel didn't go our way, I felt we did a good job of just coming back. And like I said, Joseph, you saved us with Pixar because there's a lot of stuff that I wasn't sure about, you were sure about, and I trusted you, and it helped us out a lot. So yeah, just glad that we're still getting better. At least I know that a lot of people, like what Ryan said about how we have opposite strengths. I feel like maybe there's some truth to that, but in a way that we're both trying to shore up our weaknesses, and that's just going to make us even scarier, I feel. So, and we're working on that very much. So, looking forward to the future.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. You will have another match soon. It'll be against someone. I don't remember who, and I don't think I'm allowed to say. But you're gonna play someone because you keep winning. So you'll definitely. It'll probably be another one of the newer teams. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But congrats on a phenomenal win. We'll see you guys in the next one. Congrats. All right, well, that's going to do it for us today at Fandom Fights. Thank you to Jay and Ryan. Thank you to Antonio and Joseph. I've been Tim. Thank you to Nick for writing and everybody else who helps out make this thing run. We'll see you guys next time with another exciting match. But until then, have a great night. See you next time.